Hello, hello, hello,
Hi.
hello.
Hello,
All
Facebook
right.
Live.
Hello, family.
How's everybody doing?
Yes, on this liquid sunshiny day.
Yes.
Liquid sunshiny day.
Yes.
Well, we are excited that we're going to be talking about wolf in sheep's clothing, your friends and your
Yes.
network need to hear. So thank you so much for joining us. I tell you so many.
I haven't seen her in a while, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
Wonderful. Oh, no apologies needed. We are really thankful for those of you who tune in consistently week after week. We couldn't do this without you.
Amen.
So, without further ado, we're going to get into what?
Part two.
Let's talk for real. So, last week, I started out the broadcast with giving you the definition of a manipulator. I just want to quickly give you a couple of definitions of the manipulator, and then I want to go into part two.
Yes.
Okay. So, manipulator is a person who controls or influences others in a clever or unscrupulous way.
He's tricky. She's tricky.
No morals.
Yes.
The second definition is a person who handles or controls something skillfully.
Control.
Yes. Now I'm all grown up. Control.
Yes.
Anyway, we're not doing it.
Yes.
But y'all know we'll cut a tune in a minute.
We
So, listen, those of you who missed last week, we want to invite you to visit our page because we really want to get in part two of this week. And we do apologize for not being able to post this week to let you know that we were going to do part two. Both of us have been extremely busy, but nonetheless, we are here. You're here. So let's do it. Let's get ready.
It on.
Now, the second part of this manipulator is a narcissist. This is part two. We want to talk about the narcissist. We want to talk about some of the things that a narcissist plays out, some of the attributes of a narcissist, because a manipulator and a narcissist are one and the same.
Yes.
But I want to talk to you a little bit about a narcissist, and then Trill deal with narcissists every day. So she can definitely share a lot about these types of individuals. And we will say that narcissists are both male and female.
Yes.
So we want to definitely go on and get that out there.
That's every topic we talk about. We're talking about both male and female.
Right. So y'all don't think
get in where you fit in.
Right. Don't act like we just talking about,
men
males,
all the time.
Because we're not. We're talking about male and female. All right. So a narcissist, listen to the definition of a narcissist and think about what I just said about manipulator. Someone intensely concerned with only his or her own self or interest, and who seems to forget that others exist. Ain't that something?
Yes.
This is one thing that I wanted to share last week, but we ran out of time. The manipulator. Remember I told you guys that the tables turned, and it got to the point now where I was trying to buy love, and I was now the one spending the money on the trips.
Yes.
I was now the one spending money on the nice things because, after all, a queen supposed to take care of her king. This was one thing that I failed to mention, which you guys probably picked up after I said the tables turned, and now I'm the one spending the money. The way that manipulators can start off their relationships buying things is because of the previous relationship that they were in. The woman or the man was spending all of the money. Hi, sister, I am here, but I can't see you all. Can y'all see us?
Yes.
I can see y'all. Can y'all see us? My sister's saying she can't see us. I'm sorry. Maybe somebody's Nicole, can you see us? Can you let us know if you see us? Oh, wow.
Well, they got to see us if they're saying hey and they logged on.
She can see us.
Yes.
Okay, so it might be that my sister's having technical difficulties. Sis, I don't know, it might be your phone. But at any rate, okay, great. Thanks, Nicole, for letting us know that. But the reason why the master manipulator can start off the next relationship with buying things and flattery and taking you on trips and buying you chocolates and buying you nice things is because he's benefiting from the previous relationship. So like with me, when the Joker left the relationship with me, oh, he was set. You know why? Because he wasn't spending no more money.
He was able to keep his coins.
He was able, girl,
yes, he was able to keep his coins.
What you said?
And saving them up for the next one, because the key thing that she said about the master manipulator is they purposely search out for women and for men who fully know who they are. They're secure in their calling. They know who they are as far as their identity, and that's what attract them to them, because they see something that they can conquer and they can manipulate. And like she said, the key word is master manipulator. So that means that this is not their first rodeo. They've done this before in previous relationships. So that's just like with the enemy. He never tries us on stuff that's that don't work. Every time we go through our trials and tribulation, it's the same thing. Because if I'm going to be smart about it, I'm going to use what works. Why am I going to go out here and get a new tool to fight you with when I don't know how successful that is? But if every time I'm batting 100, if I'm coming at you in your flesh in certain things, I'm going to keep using that.
Exactly. And last week, Trill, you said something that was key. You said he continues to progress with every relationship.
Yes.
So what works with this one might not work with that one, but he knows exactly what works. And so each relationship, that Joker is fine-tuning his tools and his skills, and he finds the you deal with individuals who have characteristics and the traits of narcissists every day in your job. Can you talk a little bit about some of the things that you see when they come and sit in your office?
Well, first thing is you got to understand the type of person that it is. They're very skillful in what they do, because in their mindset, they have convinced themselves, like she says, that they are the center of everything.
Everything.
And everybody has to conform to them. So that means there's so many excuses for why it's everybody else and not them. They're very charismatic. They are so charming.
They are charmers. That's one of their characteristics.
They can, like they said, they can go out there and sell you a piece of land that you already bought if you ain't sharp. Because they know how to talk. They're good talkers. They know how to compliment you. They know how to pretty much draw you into their world. And then next thing you know, it's about breaking down piece by piece, taking away from your control. So it's really the whole root of a manipulator is about control.
And you know another thing too about a narcissistic individual, they have very low self-esteem.
Yes.
They have very low self-esteem, and they have to do whatever it is that it takes to make themselves feel better. Let me share.
But they don't act like they got low self-esteem.
No. Because that's where the manipulation comes in at. Now listen to some of the characteristics of a narcissist. Negative emotions, grandiose personality. Oh, I got to talk to y'all about that grandiose personality with that joke I was dealing with. Charmer. This is the kicker. Entitlement.
Yes. Oh, that's a good one.
Yes, entitlement. False image projection. Now listen, let me talk to you a little bit about this grandiose personality. This Joker, your Lord have mercy. Y'all don't talk about me. Don't talk about me now.
You ain't the only one that got dealt with that way.
Look,
you ain't the only one.
Since I'm being vulnerable with y'all today, let me tell you something. Now, I know that there are women probably who have done more than what I've done, but let me tell you what I did. I gave this Joker my credit card. Now, I have a job that I travel out of town. His parents came into town. I was leaving to go out of town. As a matter of fact, I was going out of the country. I left my credit card with this Joker.
Yes.
Here it is. Now I'm going for a solid week, right? Lord,
Yes.
what was I thinking? I could have had a V8, Jesus. I could have had a V8.
Yes.
I could have had a V8.
Yes.
This joker got his parents. Now this is what I'm thinking. That he got his parents thinking that he is this baller
Shot
and
caller.
shot
Yes.
caller off my dime. Okay.
Yes, off your coin.
Off my dime. Y'all ain't gonna talk to me right there. Off my dime. Now check this out. I get back, and of course by that time, just when I'm getting back, the credit card bill comes back.
Ooh.
Baby, you talking about a sister that was too fit to be tied. Because see, now at this time,
Yes. We're coming to yourself.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
She's waking up now.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes.
Yes.
Oh yes. I'm coming to myself, and I'm looking at all the restaurants that we done been to, and we leave one restaurant for dinner, but we go to another restaurant for dessert.
Yes.
Really?
But in your mind, the manipulator got you think that he doing all this, but you're the one paying for it. And he get behind your wheel or your car. Go ahead.
Girl.
Somebody right now is waiting to be picked up from their job. Because they don't let the joker that was sitting at home with the video games drive her car. But go ahead. I'm just saying. Somebody waiting in the rain for their ride. They better get an Uber. Go ahead.
Let me move on to the next characteristic, because I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna move on. Okay, now check this out. This entitlement. Narcissists often expect preferential treatment from others. They expect others to cater, often instantly,
To them.
to their needs without being considerate in return. In their mindset, the world revolves around them.
That's why that sister waiting out there now. Because she ain't got no umbrella. And he ain't thought about getting her no umbrella. He ain't thinking about what time she's supposed to be off. Matter of fact, she's supposed to got picked up 30 minutes ago. But because it's about him and his agenda, he gonna come get you when he get ready.
When
you
he
are
get
not
ready.
a priority. You are now a what?
Option. Exactly. And then on top of that, a lot of times when the joker come pick you up, he got somebody else in the car, in your car, to pick you up.
And you getting in the back.
And then here it is, you call him, you text him, where you at? I'm right around the corner. Where you at? I'm right around the corner. Hi, Michelle. Where you at? I'm right around the corner. Well, you said that 30 minutes ago.
Wow.
Well, I gotta run an errand. But you said that 30 minutes ago. And here it is now, it's 2 hours later. Entitlement. And some of you out there right now
Wow.
are dealing with a joker, whether male or female, that they feel like they are entitled. Because let me tell you something. Can I tune y'all in on a little secret? That level of entitlement, through the manipulations, through the process of being manipulated, we help them get there.
Yes.
I know y'all don't want to hear that.
Yes. We create that monster.
Y'all.
Because the very first time he say, can I drop you off? You done gave over control.
There it is.
So the next thing he gonna go from, can I drop you off, to, can you catch a ride?
That's it.
And it's gonna go from, can I catch a ride, to, you knew I had something else to do. What you gotta do? You ain't got no job.
Especially when the joker don't have no job. This is, oh my God, Trill. Oh my God. This is one thing that joker was good at. Can I tell y'all something?
Go on, let's talk for real.
If you don't have, this joker always like to try to get over. See, narcissistic people, they always like to try to get over. They always like to try to beat the system. They always like to try to get over on somebody. Now let me tell you this. This joker had a habit when it comes to paying bills. Now, common sense will tell you, if you don't have enough money,
go ahead.
let me start over. Because because I don't want nobody to get offended.
It is what it is.
Let me say it like this.
Mm-hmm.
If a bill cost you $100 for September.
Go ahead. Break it down.
If a bill cost you $100 in September, and if you pay half that bill, $50 in September, don't you know the following month you're going to have to pay what you didn't pay in September in October plus October's bill? How are you ever going to get caught up?
But then because of their mindset, though.
That's the problem.
Because of their mindset.
That's the problem.
When you come to them and say, well, why is this late? They're looking at you like, I had something else to do. Because their agenda and what they have is more important than you sitting there with lights in your house, with food in your refrigerator, clothes on your kids' back, gas in your car, and your bills getting paid. You are not a priority to them.
Exactly. And the thing is, when I told y'all about that false image projection, these jokers want to make people think that they got it all like that going on, like they are the potato that makes the chip. Not that they the chip, that they are the potato that makes the chip.
Yes.
So they have this trophy life mindset that, you know, I'm living this trophy life. I just got it all like that. And they want people to think that it's all like that. They got it like that because it's your money.
Your money.
Your money.
And that's why she got the weave down her back, her nails done, her makeup done. She got the newest, the pocketbook. She got all this stuff. And she ain't got no job either. And he out there working 2-3 jobs. And if you ain't bringing up enough for me to get my hair done, then she complaining about the joker working.
Well, you say that again.
She complains about that joker working if she can't take care of what she got to take care of. Because like we said, there's two sides to this coin. There's a male side and a female side. We got one that she want to party all the time, like Eddie Murphy said, and she ain't got no party money. And then she looking at this joker sideways because he too tired to take her anywhere because he trying to work 2-3 jobs so he can take care of habits that she got because she don't want to get no job.
And then the other flip side of the manipulator is that they prey on, this is part 2 now, we're talking about part 2, we dealt with part 1, but part 2 is now they prey on individuals who have no self-esteem.
Oh my God. Yes.
The individuals who have no self-esteem. So now they are really capitalizing on the fact that these individuals have no self-esteem.
She is in an identity crisis. He don't know who
Talk
he
about
is.
That trio.
They don't know what they were. And now because a little joker pay you some attention, because he's sitting at the bus stop and he said, hey girl, you know what, you look good. Or hey man, you tell him something. Now you done got their attention and somebody is paying attention to them to the point that they're like, oh, ready to give them the world.
Exactly. And that is exactly what happens.
And you think that they don't know how you feel about yourself? I tell women a lot of times, I said, a man is attracted to what you put out.
Yeah.
So if you got a man that is going to honor you and respect you, it's because that's the vibe that he's getting from you.
Yeah.
If you got a man that he don't care what he say to you, he don't care how he treats you, it's because you don't care what you say and how you treat yourself. So you're pretty much what you put out is what you're going to attract.
And then these jokers are like, I know you glad that I'm paying you some attention.
Oh, yes.
You ought to be thrilled that I'm on your arm, Joker. Come on now. You ought to be ecstatic that I'm even paying you any kind of attention.
Wow. What they say.
I'm doing you a favor.
A piece of man is better than no man.
But see, this is what I tell you. You can't even trust that today. Because a piece of man, she getting a piece. I told y'all this before. She getting a piece. And nowadays, he even getting a piece. So that piece of man, you ain't even getting no piece of man.
Get a crook in my neck.
I'm sorry. You ain't even getting no piece of man.
No.
But when you talk about the flip side of that coin, the individual, the manipulator, and the narcissist, they are now preying upon the individuals with no self-esteem.
Yes.
And so now the same stages, they take you through the honeymoon stage. They take you through that stage where they're coming slide out of their mouth, but those jokers are doing it subtly. And then they start reminding you. And, you know, you talking about the things you did for me. You better be glad that I allowed you. See how they turn the table?
Oh, yeah.
You better be glad I allowed you to do that for me. So then you start going full out. You now start going harder.
And this is a dangerous position to be in as a woman. When you are being manipulated by somebody and you don't have any self-esteem, or your self-esteem is low, or to the point that you don't, because now you're subjecting yourself to a lot of stuff that's going to happen physically, emotionally, mentally. That's when abuse comes in, because now you're sitting up here and because you got abandonment issues, you got daddy issues, or you got like she said, low self-esteem issues. Now you're opening yourself up to where now it's going to be so much harder for you to dig yourself out, because now this person is going to come in and make sure that he keep putting it on and he keep burying you deeper and deeper. So it's very important for you to have people in your circle and people in your corner who can speak life into you, because if not, that's a dangerous spot to be in as a male or female when you're dealing with a manipulator and you have no self-esteem about, or no identity, not knowing who you are. That's a dangerous spot to be in.
And then this is the other thing. The jokers have no sense of commitment. Do you hear what I say? Don't you think for one moment that these jokers are committed just to you. Because it is not. It will not happen. They have no sense of commitment.
It goes back to your original definition. They're only concerned about their existence.
Exactly.
That's it. They're not thinking about nobody else.
They're not thinking about you.
If that means you got to be sacrificed so they can live, you better lay up on there and get ready to get gutted, because you get ready to get killed.
You better say it. I'm just trying to tell you right now. I'm trying to tell you right now. You think those jokers are committed to you. If you let me get close, because y'all know I like to talk to y'all like I'm talking to my sister, my brother. You can think that those jokers got you at the center of the core of their heart if you want to. You gonna end up getting your heart, I ain't gonna say burst wide open, bust wide open. You gonna be devastated. Because the very moment you think that this person is committed to you and only you gonna find a text message. You gonna answer the phone, because see, these jokers, when they feel like they're entitled, they don't care about your feelings. They don't care about your emotional state. They gonna do whatever they feel like they big and bad enough to do.
And they ain't gonna do it behind your back.
No, they're not gonna do it behind your back, because they feel like they are entitled. Now remember, we on the flip side of this thing. Now it's like you saying, I'm saying to you now, I'm the narcissist. I'm saying to you, you better be glad that I'm spending time with you. You better be glad that I'm even allowing you to do anything for me. You're privileged. To do something for me. Because I don't have to let you do anything.
I don't owe you nothing. You owe me. Really?
Because I'm doing you a favor by being on your own. I'm doing you a favor by going to your little work functions. Because you got somebody that look like something. But the reason why you look like something, Joker, is because
my coin.
Come on.
What I done did.
Come on. And I'm telling you, it is, Lord, y'all, I'm sorry. I might be a little loud today. I'm sorry. I don't mean to get loud. But I'm just telling you, when you have a narcissistic individual, they will make you think that you are the center of their world. Don't you believe that? Don't you believe that? That is a manipulative tactic.
And they will pull you in to benefiting them. Even at the point that you know it ain't right, you know that you can do better, but because they are so charismatic and they are so manipulative in what they do, then you'll find yourself participating.
Will you say that again?
You'll find yourself participating.
Did y'all hear that?
In him sabotaging you.
Did y'all hear
and
that?
And it's like, wait a minute. You be saying, wait a minute, act like you ain't never had nothing before them. Act like you ain't never lived before them. Act like this is the first relationship you ever had. But them jokers know. They don't have you participating in it. Well, you let me do it.
Exactly. And see, that was the part that when I got down to it, I was mad.
Oh, when you realize you've been bamboozled and that joker just sat up there and played you. Oh my God.
I don't fail for the okie doke. Now I'm mad. Now I am mad as fire. Because now I don't let this joker come in like a thief in the night. Now here it is. I'm supposed to be on top of my game.
Ooh.
But I don't let this joker come in.
Take your time. He done took up your money. He done took up your space. He done took up your life. He done took up all of this from you. And at the end of this thing, leaves you, like we say, bankrupt.
And
in the negative.
But let me tell you something. Let me tell you the good side of that. Baby, God is a redeemer.
Yes.
Can I tell? Look, this joker, Lord have mercy. I mean, this joker, if I had not come to myself,
yes,
and postured myself in a way,
yes,
that I was now willing and obedient to hear from the Lord, this joker would have took me down through under the woods, over the woods to grandmama's house we go. But let me tell you, this is the other thing that I found out about this joker. Do y'all know his mama and daddy was manipulators too?
Oh yes, it's a generational thing.
The jokers came in a pack.
Yes.
It was almost like they said, okay, try this and see if she do this. Then if she do that, then try this. And if she do that, we got her. The mama slipped up. Lord, let me tell y'all something. The mama slipped up one day and said, I told him, he already got you.
Oh, yes.
Baby. When I tell you, when I heard the mama say that, I said, I'm done. This is it.
Yes.
I'm done. This is it. So listen, when you find yourself, oh my God, my CEO just joined. Hey, David. How you doing? Good to see you.
Bless the heart.
So, because we only have one more minute. You know, we give y'all 30 minutes of Let's Talk for Real and then we out. But when you are in a position and you are postured to have no self-esteem and the manipulator, that narcissistic person comes into your life, they have already set out the agenda, the time limit. They're not going to spend a lot of time with you. It depends. It depends on how quickly they can pinpoint your weaknesses. The quicker they pinpoint your weaknesses, the shorter the time span it is for them to take you down through there.
And sometimes you got to step back and look at your relationship. See how much you contributing. See how much he's contributing. See if it's balanced. See what he's saying to you. See what she's doing for you. Yeah. And see if you the one out there waiting in the rain right now. Because we still talking about that sister still waiting on her ride.
That's right.
But yes, sometimes you just got to step back and look. And ask God to give you eyes to see. Because sometimes we, especially as women, we get so emotionally involved that we see and we don't see. And then when we do see, we don't say. And because we don't say, we don't do. And then we find ourselves in this situation and now we're trapped. Right. But it's sometimes you gotta look at it with fresh eyes and from a fresh perspective, because if not, then on another side of it, you gotta look at you and see if you are the manipulator in the relationship.
talk about that for just a few minutes before we close.
Because some of us are the manipulators in the relationship. Not only do we do it in our relationship with our spouse or our significant other, we do it in our relationships with our friends. We do it in our relationships on the job. We do it on our relationships with within the church. So you got to look at you, because we're the first person that we got to look at. And once you do that and you be honest with yourself, then God can deal with you and the issue that you have with this. Because like she said, everything has a root. And you go back and look at how his family function with each other, how they talk with each other, how his mom and his dad do, and how her mom and her dad do. Look at that family tree.
Oh my
you got to know what you yoking up with and what you getting involved with.
Oh my God.
Hey, Pastor Braxton. Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry. You caught me off guard. But go ahead.
So I just would like to say in my close that the side of the manipulation where an individual like myself was secure.
Yes.
Know who I was. When they prey on individuals like me, the goal is to get us insecure and off balance. And that's why we start trying to buy the love. That's why we try to start doing all that we can do now to get back to that honeymoon stage that we never will get back to.
And none of us are exempt. I don't care how much you think you know, and you say, I'll never be in that position. That'll never be me. And you got to be careful how you looking at somebody else and what they're going through. Because, honey, just as good as the right one come along and he made up in the whole thing, the whole package that you like, you might find yourself in that situation too. So none of us are exempt.
None of us are exempt. None of us are exempt. And if you find yourself in the place where you are an individual who has low or no self-esteem and a manipulator that has narcissistic tendencies end up being in your life, I just pray that as you replay, I want you to replay this video. Because number one, that person is not going to be committed to you. Number two, that person only is out for selfish gain. No, regardless of how much they tell you they love you, they tell you they love you to flatter you.
And you can't fix them.
And you cannot fix them. And that is...
because you are not God.
That's it. That's it. So thank you guys so much for tuning in each week. We just pray that something that we say touches you, that it inspires you, that it provokes you to greater works, that it provokes you to live your life on purpose. Those toxic relationships that you are entangled with, we pray that you will become free, that you will be released from the bondage of those individuals, because I'm telling you, it's easy to get in, but it's hard. It's challenging to get out, especially when you are emotionally vested in that relationship. And I was, and it was difficult to come out. And you will eventually come out
with your hands up.
You will, in total surrender. Now I'm telling you, baby, if he find me, he gonna find me behind the veil. That joker gonna have to go up in the holies of the holies to find Shay. Do you hear me? If he praying for me, he better be fasting and praying, because I'm telling you, it is going to take the power of God to get me into another relationship. I'm just being real. I'm just being real. I just, when you know better, you do better. And when you know that God has called you to do something greater, then you yield yourself to do that greater thing. So listen, it's 6:05. We want to
want to say, if we can continue to pray for those in Houston,
absolutely,
and not just Houston, but just it's a praying time all together with everything that's going on in the atmosphere right now. Let's pray for one another. Let's encourage one another. And like she said, we have the Let's Talk For Real page, so you can always go back and look at the videos. We appreciate all of your support. We appreciate you sharing. Because we really have got to really put our voices out here, not just in this kind of setting with social media, but there's a lot of things that as believers we're seeing and we're not saying and we're not doing enough, but we have to get ourselves active, and we have to make sure that we are keeping each other accountable and that we are encouraging one another, because there's a lot of people out here that have no hope. And they're losing hope, and that's why the manipulators are able to come in and do what they do, because they don't have the support system that they need. So we love you guys, and we just look forward to every Friday at 5:30. And like we said, send your feedback, and if you got any topics you want to talk about, we're here for you.
Yeah, and another thing before we close, a lot of times we are so wrapped up in our own issues.
Yes, I'm three
and our own situations that we can't hear our sister crying, screaming to the top of her lungs on the inside. She's doing it internally. Yes, absolutely. Like you said at the beginning of the broadcast, what we say and what we speak is not just for women only. It's for our brothers too. And there are brothers who are screaming to the top of their lungs. And we have to do our part. We have to definitely make sure that we are being sensitive to our brothers and our sisters. And then this is the other thing, and I'm going to say this and then we're going to close. You know, it's very interesting to me how people can get out here on social media and they can show fights. They can show women coming out of their mouth with vulgarity. And those types of videos
go viral.
They go viral
quickly.
But when you have positive messages, a lot of times it takes longer for the positive messages to go viral. We have people who would rather spend time on social media talking about what really is not important. They are majoring in the minor things, things that's not really going to make you better. A lot of times make you bitter. Those types of videos will go viral. So I'm just going to encourage you guys to share the videos. If this is touching your life, if it's helping you, if it's moving you, if it's provoking you, then I encourage you to share our videos. So we love you guys. Have a safe holiday weekend. Do something fun. Love your family. And we love you on Let's Talk for Real. Let's talk. 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 Let's talk for real.
Booyah!
Love you guys. Peace.